when them bitch they were popping. They were popping. Now we popping, you hear me? It's a problem. Say five, this $100 million shit going on. We ain't gonna be before with no nigga, no bitch. And I still got the same color.
When they were at the top, they were shining heavy. Now it's our turn to shine. You hear them talking about 5 albums, 100 million this, like everything has to be a competition. But we're not backing down for anyone, no matter who it is. And yeah, I keep that same energy. Nothing has changed. What's good, gang? Your boy is back with another upload. Today we're breaking down some real street-related tension that's taken over the internet. We're talking about Pooh Shiesty calling out NBA YoungBoy live on stream and how members from 4K responded, turning this situation into something much bigger. This isn't just normal rap friction anymore. It's starting to look serious. But before we get into what's happening now, let's quickly go over where Pooh Shiesty really came from. Because to understand this moment, you need to know he's been solid since day one. This Memphis rapper wasn't built by the industry. He's been grinding and staying close to his roots from the beginning. His real name is Relin Williams. He was born and raised in the Cane Creek Apartments in South Memphis, about 15 minutes away from where artists like Young Dolph and Yo Gotti grew up. But Shiesty's background stands apart. He followed in his father's footsteps. His father was a known figure in the streets and even launched a label called Mob Ties back in 2006. His dad carried a strong reputation. After being convicted for helping in a serious case involving a local DJ, he was placed on supervised parole. Even with law enforcement watching closely, he continued to find ways to hustle and move forward. Eventually, Memphis police raided the location after months of surveillance. During that raid, officers found clear evidence. There were measuring cups near the stove, digital scales on the counter, 12.5 grams of powder, 8 pounds of marijuana, and over $10,000 found in Shiesty's father's pocket. That's the environment Shiesty grew up around. Real life, no exaggeration. With his father constantly in trouble, Shy had to grow up fast. He was known as a wild kid in the neighborhood, always involved in something, getting into fights, making calculated moves, and trying to build his name. That's where the nickname Shy came from, because he was always thinking ahead. By the time he reached high school, he had already built a tight circle. He linked up with his longtime friend Big 30 from Whitehaven, along with Lil Hank, Ain't WPP, and others from the area. Together, they formed what we now know as Chopper Gang, and that name gained recognition quickly. Now let's talk about Big 30. He's been locked in with Shy from the beginning. Big 30 was already pulling millions of monthly streams and even secured a deal before Shy did. What really sets him apart is loyalty. Once he bonded out,
You know what I'm saying? Then that NBA YoungBoy, then I drop some on them motherfucker every day.
Damn, on the tablet?
Man, they drop an album every day on the tablet.
he returned straight to music with the same energy. His first track after release went viral. That's the type of people Shy keeps close. In another situation involving mistaken identity, a different crew member was charged with murder along with 2 attempted murder counts. But things shifted drastically for Shy in 2021. Just as his career was taking off, especially after Back in Blood with Lil Durk climbed the charts, he became involved in a major federal case. According to police and prosecutors, Shy was allegedly connected to a chaotic parking lot shooting in Bay Harbor Islands, Florida. What made it even more serious was that it happened directly across from the police station and town hall. Authorities claim the situation involved a setup where someone in Miami was attempting to sell Shy expensive sneakers and other items. Investigators said Shy arrived with 2 individuals who opened fire, leaving 1 person hospitalized.
The barrage of bullets sending 2 people to the hospital, and it lands a rapper in jail.
Afterward, they say Shy fled the scene in a green McLaren, was arrested shortly after, and later flew out of state on a private jet. It sounded unreal, but federal cases involving firearms across state lines are handled aggressively. Eventually, Shy accepted a plea deal and was sentenced to federal prison. While he was locked up, much of the industry moved on. Artists he thought were close stopped mentioning him, stopped posting him, and stopped showing support. But one person stayed consistent: Lil Durk. That's where the real loyalty showed. While Shy was sitting in a federal cell, Dirk continued checking on him and even sent financial support. At every show and interview, Dirk made sure Shy's name stayed alive. On stage, he'd always shout, "Free Pooh Shiesty." He kept that energy going even when others fell back. He'd say things like, "We gotta do this for our little bro, Shy." The crowd would respond every time.
We gotta do this shit one time for our little bro Shiesty one time, right? When I say free, I want y'all to say Shiesty. Free! Free! Free!
For those who don't understand how the street side works, here's the reality. When someone is locked up on federal charges, most industry figures distance themselves. Authorities monitor communication closely, and too much public support can bring unwanted attention. But Dirk ignored that risk. He stood by Shy, kept fans engaged, and reminded everyone what Shy meant to the culture. That type of loyalty is rare in an industry where people move on quickly. So when Shy finally came home, it wasn't just gratitude, it was lifelong respect. He was fully locked in with Dirk in everything he represents. Now let's get to the moment that set the internet off. Shy was on Bendon's live stream, relaxed, taking pictures with fans, enjoying himself. Then tension started to build. During the stream, a female fan approached Shy for a photo. Everything was calm until he casually asked who her favorite rapper was. She immediately said she wasn't really a fan of Lil Durk. That statement changed the mood instantly. You could see Shy's expression shift from relaxed to serious. Given how close he and Dirk are, it clearly struck a nerve. It wasn't just a fan comment, it felt personal. He looked like he was holding back, trying to stay composed on camera while emotions were high.
The tension escalated later when streamer Rock High added fuel to the situation. While on a call during the stream, Rock High joked and said, "I'm 4KT," which is NBA YoungBoy's group. Instead of reacting aggressively, Shy played it off, acting like he didn't know what it meant. He said, "I'm 4K Trey? Who, me?" with a smirk, treating it like a joke. But everyone in the rap scene knows what 4KT represents. Shy wasn't confused. He was choosing not to acknowledge anything tied to YoungBoy's camp. That wasn't avoidance, it was intentional dismissal.
I'm 4K Trey.
Who? Rakai, what the man?
You said what?
You could ain't good for him, good. Ain't no
NBA YoungBoy's team didn't let that pass. One of his 4K members responded by posting an old clip meant to expose Shy. The video showed Shy on a prison podcast where he was asked what music he listened to. Shy said he listened to whatever albums were available on the tablet daily. That clip spread fast, with 4K members mocking him, saying he used to listen to YoungBoy while locked up. The caption read, "I understand, Pooh. You wanted to be NBA, but picked the wrong side by mistake. Imagine you could have been one of us." It was clear trolling. Now let's explain why Shy chose to stand with Dirk. This goes deeper than music or business. When you're as close to Dirk as Shy is, you inherit his conflicts. That's how it works. The long-standing tension between Chicago and Louisiana, Dirk's side and YoungBoy's side, has existed for years. But once real lives were lost outside of music, it became serious. Every lyric, post, and interaction is analyzed. Neutrality isn't an option once you've chosen a side. For Shy, this wasn't random, it was about loyalty. His relationship with Dirk wasn't industry-based, it was personal. They moved like family, visited each other's neighborhoods, and in street culture, that level of access means trust. Your block represents your foundation. Allowing someone from another city to move freely there says everything. It means respect and protection. What truly sealed it was Dirk's consistency. When Shy was locked up and most of the industry went silent, Dirk stayed vocal. He promoted Shy, supported his family, and kept his name relevant. That created a bond deeper than any collaboration. This entire situation carries risk. NBA YoungBoy has one of the most loyal and active camps in the game. Speaking on him means dealing with an entire movement, not just one artist. His fans are extremely passionate and quick to respond online. That intensity raises the stakes for everyone involved. Shy understands that pressure. He knows choosing loyalty could affect his career, but instead of playing it safe, he chose to stand firm. Shy and NBA YoungBoy never had direct personal issues, but because of Dirk's rivalry, Shy naturally ended up on the opposite side. That's how deep loyalty runs. The Memphis factor also matters. Memphis culture operates on its own code. Shy's situation goes beyond a rap feud. It's about gratitude, trust, and standing by those who stood by you. When Dirk supported Shy during his darkest period, that bond became unbreakable. And this tension isn't ending anytime soon. Both sides hold influence, credibility, and massive fan bases. Every move from here on out will be watched closely. Loyalty matters, but it often comes at a cost. Shy is paying that price by staying solid. Whether it benefits him long-term remains to be seen. What do you think? Did Shy make the right choice by staying loyal to Dirk, even if it caused more tension? Share your thoughts below. Like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more hip-hop breakdowns. This is your boy signing out. Stay sharp, gang.